Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Path of Exile Betrayal League. Today, we're actually going to go into the labyrinth and do the trial on normal difficulty, I believe. So we'll grab the waypoint there and let's jump right in. So the reason I'm doing this now is because I want to get my Ascendancy, I believe. This is still how you get it, so we can do the labyrinth. It's recommended level 33 actually, so we can just jump right in. Looks like there's actually more things we have to accomplish in order to do the higher difficulties of the lab, and I didn't know that, so that's going to be interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out for those during my further adventures here. We have regular old enemies here, just a lot of dudes. I'm just going to try and blow my way through here, considering we're about 13 levels higher than the recommended. My defenses still aren't very high, so hopefully we don't just get completely gibbed by something, but I feel like my damage is pretty good to hopefully make up for it. I think my damage could still be higher. I'm still not optimizing my things as good as I probably could be, because I just don't know enough about what I should be doing just yet. But we're learning as we go here. Let's just keep taking these bad boys down. Mirage Archer is still, like I say, my favorite ability. It's just awesome. Ooh, a 4-link death bow. We might consider upgrading that with one of the orbs or something like that. See if we can make it pretty good. See what happens. Otherwise, a 4-link bow is still pretty good to have on hand, I feel like. We do have those essences and stuff too. Oh, we could also try to use it in like a crafting recipe. Maybe we could do that. I don't really know how crafting works yet. I'm not sure if you use like a blank item or an item with modifiers on it already. Just no clue, honestly. Alright, so let's just keep blasting through. I might even start blink arrowing through soon, because this is just kind of like super duper easy. And we have quite a ways to go if I remember correctly. I think they changed this a while back to where you have to like traverse through a random series of maps. Oh, we got a trial here already, never mind. Let's just jump right in and see what happens. So you have to fight this guy, I think, in 3 phases. And it gets increasingly more difficult each time. So I'm just gonna like rain down a bunch of things preemptively and keep just trying to really knock them down with that stuff. Try and wipe out those spirit dudes too, because then I can regenerate my blast charges. So there we go, we got him down to the first phase. You don't have to take his health down all the way, just down like 30% or something like that. So got that mission done. Next time he'll still be at the same health, and we'll just have to reduce it by about another 30% or so. So we'll see what happens. That went pretty good though. I feel like, oops, I feel like I put myself in a pickle just now. Oops. I thought there would have been a path to go there. I guess I could have checked the map. There we go. Man, Toxic Rain, just making it work. What was that? Cube of Absorption. The next conduit you interact with will be disabled permanently. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, so I think I have to look at the map in order to understand. Because like I said, things have changed, and I don't really know how things work anymore. Oh, I've listened to these poems before, but they're good poems, though. But yeah, we're definitely not doing the story thing or anything during this playthrough right now. Perhaps another time, or maybe in like a stream or something. I'm not sure the best time to enjoy the story. Definitely another time. Wow. Glad I moved away from that. I should have ID'd it before I touched it, but I have a bad habit of doing that. This is superior death bow, but only 2 sockets. I'm not crazy about it. If it was like super duper awesome, then maybe, but wasn't feeling it. Alright, got a chunk there. Champion group. Alright, so let's we can see our current location now. Okay, so this one's pretty simple. Looks like I took a side path, which might be okay. Looks like there's something up here. It's like some kind of curious something. Is that like one of those hidden rooms maybe that you can get into from other places? I think there's something like that. There's a locked door. Oh, okay, is this like a trial? We might have like some kind of little side adventure or something over here. Let's check it out. We got like trap shooting at us and stuff, and locked doors on each side, so we gotta figure out a way to open those doors. I don't know how we would go about doing that just yet. We'll probably keep an eye out for a switch or a boss or a bad guy or a key. Something like that would be my guess. Oh, got spiders everywhere. The only thing about Toxic Rain that's like maybe a little bit not so amazing is how it has like a slight delay on killing some enemies. So like fast enemies and enemies that you're not prepared for can be a little bit scary. But I don't know. Maybe there's a way around that. Maybe there's a gem or another ability I can use to offset that weakness. Ooh, a Chaos Orb again? Man, we found 3 of those. That is just crazy. We're having some pretty good luck so far. That's like 2 episodes in a row, too. What are the chances? Oh, still not finding much here. Seems like I could go in there, but it seems to be also lying to me, so I'm not quite sure. Looks like I gotta exit up there. But I'm just really curious about that, that one spot I can't get into with the chest. I wonder if I'm supposed to get in there from another zone, because I've seen that before when I was here. You like found a sarcophagus or something in the wall that you could open and it would take you to a hidden area in another zone. But I don't know if that's the case here. Might be. But we'll just keep going. Lots of treasure to look through. We got another thing over here. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's just another poem. I feel like this is probably just a way to grind more experience over here. I don't think I'm going to run into anything super exciting. But, I don't know, we've come this far, I might as well see if we do find anything cool. Got a gem level up. And nothing. That's just another way down here. Just running past all these guys, not really in the business of caring about them. Yeah, it looks like that was just another way to go around, so I don't know. There's like a curious lockbox and locked doors and stuff, but ooh, that's like a 5-link blue death bow right there, so let's actually go up there and get that. Might be interesting. If it has some good modifiers, we could try to upgrade it to a rare bow or something. Yeah, I really don't know. Oh, I think I have to travel with this thing. That's what I have to do. That's what it is. See how guys spawn when I'm inside this thing? Now I remember. Oh my gosh, I feel like such a fool. I ran around the whole damn area looking for this thing. And we're just gonna Toxic Rain everything around us. Pop that mana flask. Definitely thinking I might want to take one of the leech nodes too, in order to make sure I can keep my mana flow going. Because popping a mana flask all the time doesn't feel amazing. Just saying. Even though like I have a good amount of charges to keep it going, it's like if I drop the ball on it or run out of charges or don't have a way to recharge, then I'm in a pickle. Which isn't always the case, but I imagine it might be at some point in the future. Always better to be prepared than unprepared. Oh, got a rare dude here. Took him out. Yeah, I guess we have to take it like all the way to this other door here. And then it'll unlock. There we go. Alright. Treasure key, which will be nice at the end of the dungeon. Some flasks, some gloves, sword. And yeah, I think that's all I'm going to take. Oops, wrong button there. Let's see, let's actually ID some of this stuff here. So these gloves are not amazing. They're okay, but not what I'm going to use. Let's ID this death bow. Not the greatest stats. The increased attack speed is nice though. Oh, don't know why I ID'd that. Oh yeah, nope, we're good. That's all we had to ID. Okay, so now we can run north and then, or I guess not really north, but that's the direction we want to go, is basically straight north. So I can go over here and get this door, and hopefully this is the correct door. So Aspirin's Trial, yeah, that's the right one. Cool. Alright, so do we want to put anything in here? Probably just our currency. And keep the key, put the bow in here too, let's put it in there. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably just sell everything else. Actually, let's organize a little bit here. Don't really care about that bow, that, and do want that. Okay. Alright, here we go. So this will be round 2. so he'll have the same amount of health, but we only have to take him down a third again. See? So if I just unload the arrows onto him, he'll probably go down pretty dang quick here. He might already be... He's not like losing any more health, so he might have just had like a little bit of a timer he needs to exist for or something like that. He also summons a bunch of statues and other things, and they can be really difficult, but if I do this right, we won't really have to see those very much. Ooh, Orb of Chance too. Just getting all the good luck here. Alright, let's just keep moving. Keep working. Keep killing things. Not really a whole lot else going on. Oh, we got some interesting problems here. We got like a golem there was trying to stand up, Jeweler's Orb. Yeah, I don't like these fire plates, they can be a little bit scary to deal with. Oh, we got another, looks like a puzzle over here or something. Got a locked door and a chest on the other side. Oh, we can just teleport over though, so that was cool. I don't know if we just cheesed our way into this or whatnot, or if we're oh shoot, I shouldn't have come through at that very moment. That was a bad idea. Some reason didn't like take much damage, if any at all, so not sure what to do about that, but that's alright. Just keep moving, I guess. Usually I get completely roasted by those things. I don't know if I have high fire resistance. Do I? Fire. Well, I guess I do have pretty high fire and cold resistance. I didn't realize they were that high. Lightning resistance. My chaos resistance doesn't exist though. That must be a broken path, so can't go that way. Oh, there's a shark tooth quiver and a circlet there. I guess we go this way now. Oh, not yet though. Dang. I like how it looks just absolutely piping hot. It must be made out of some kind of like metal to be able to cool that fast to be walkable though. Like I don't know what the heck you'd make it out of. Unless it just like never heats up and it's just the heat from below that's actually the scary part. I like how the chaos damage absolutely melts those things that dispense little enemies too. I feel like that's a really handy dandy feature of the chaos damage. I've never played with the chaos damage before, so I'm having a lot of fun with it. Alright, let's just open this up, why not? It's just a regular one. I'm not gonna put any enchantments in it or anything, or gems or whatever to make it a special one. Not yet. When we get into the end game stuff maybe, but I don't know if it's even worth it there. Alright, so where are we at here? So we got a silver key, silver cash, and another way, so this must be the offshoot. Yep, let's go ahead and try and see if we can't get anything though. So we got some stuff here. Don't really know which way we're supposed to go. Sometimes these things are just like a straight circle path or something, or a square. So we got a locked door. So we're just gonna keep running until we can't find a place to go to anymore. And I think at that point we'll probably figure out what we're supposed to do. So we got a switch and a chest here. Don't really know what that switch does, but maybe we have to like hit all the switches in the area. Man, another Orb of Chance, right on. Feeling pretty awesome now. Alright, so that goes to probably back to the main path, yep. Oh, didn't see this Tormented Arsonist there. Glad I caught him. Armor scrap. Yeah, everything dies just like super fast against us, so we're definitely way over leveled for this area. Oh, but I don't even think we've gotten a level up yet. No, we haven't. Oh, silver doors right there. So we have to find the key first. Can we go down this way? Yep, another switch. Switches might just be for those, whatchamacallums. The spinning death things right there. Just to control them. I'm just hitting all of them though, like why not? If something does a thing, then that's great. If not, that's still great. But see, like that one just affected that thing. As far as I know. I mean, I saw it change, so that's what I'm imagining happened. And I don't know if we're gonna find much over here. It might just be clearing out the area full of enemies. And maybe not find them where I'm supposed to be at all. I'm supposed to be finding a key, so let's zoom back over here and try going this way. This is probably where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, this is where I was supposed to go the whole time. I feel pretty silly now. Oh, we got another chromatic orb there. There's our key. Alright, so now we can zoom back to the silver door, which is just over here. Open the silver door and fight our way through this nonsense. Oh, more chromatic orbs. I don't even know what to do. Emperor's Vault. Ooh. Nice. Ooh, a cobalt jewel. Nice. That's a unique. That's pretty exciting. Let's actually ditch that since we can have more space. Let's ID this. Is this what we want? This one gives enemy a life gain for each enemy hit, bunch of physical damage. Oh, and max health? Yeah, I want this one. Ditch that old nonsense. Let's ID these gloves. No, I don't really like those gloves too much. Okay, don't really want that. I mean, I know it's a chromatic, but it's so much room taking when we can just take this decorative axe, which is much smaller. You guys want to ID this jewel? Let's check it out. Reduce skeleton duration. Minions deal increased damage, increased skeleton attack speed, cast speed, and skeleton movement speed. That's pretty cool. If we ever make a skeleton summoner or find a way to summon skeletons, that would be just baller. Cool to see these different uniques every now and then. Even if they're not for my character, it's still cool to see. Because I'm still new to a lot of these stuff, so I don't even know half these things that exist. Which I think adds a lot of fun to the game too. I don't like to spoil it too much. Like, spoil some things, like the way mechanics work or something if need to, but yeah. Otherwise, just enjoy what you find. I guess everybody has their own different way of playing the game though and having fun, and that's what's important. Alright, so we can just jump right in here. Actually, let's really quickly put these things away. And let's actually go here and just dump this, because we might actually get a bunch of loot after this. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so this will be the final one. I think we actually have to take him down in this one. I'm not 100% on that, but I think that's what we have to do. He's got about half health here. Oh, he's just dunking super quick though. There he goes. Wow, 2 more treasure keys. That's pretty good luck as far as I know. And those are gone. I do this quiver. Let's check it out. Nope. Not what I'm looking for. And nope. Not what I'm looking for. Alright. So let's jump into the next room where we can use... Oh. I picked up more treasure keys, but it says... Oh, there they are. I just wasn't paying attention. I kept looking next to the other one. So in here we have a whole bunch of treasure chests and a special machine, the Divine Font. And we also have the Altar of Ascendancy. So first let's do some treasure here. So we can pick 3 treasure chests because we have 3 keys. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chests to choose from. I'm feeling this one. Just click on it. Ooh, that was a pretty good box. Alright, I'm feeling this one next. Not too amazing. Classmates, we'll check them out. And this one's speaking to me right here. Not too much on that one. Like the one that we picked though. Sometimes you can get additional keys in them, which means you get another shot at more of them too. So this Divine Font, you can add to a pair of gloves, and then it gives you a random enchantment on them. These gloves aren't amazing, but they've only been using so far, and I don't really have anything else I could put into them. Let's ID these gloves first. Let's see, intelligence, accuracy, evasion, and energy shield, increased rarity, chaos resistance. You know, we will actually want to use these ones instead, so glad we did that. So let's see if we can... Oh yeah, we gotta use this skull on them. Trigger Word of Reflection when hit. I don't know what that does, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so you get something like this every time as far as I know, and you can enchant an item, which is pretty cool. We'll just be selling those later, so we'll put them there. And yeah, let's deposit all the rest of our new currency here. And here's the exciting part. We get an Altar of Ascendancy, so we get to pick one of 3 Ascendancies: Pathfinder, Deadeye, and Raider. These are like the specializations for your class, so I don't really know which one I'd want to do. Like Pathfinder has Master Toxicist, I think is how you say it, where you gain extra chaos damage and more chaos damage, and you deal more chaos damage, and you lose virulence slower, which helps with Herald of Ash, or Herald of Agony, sorry, which is the aura that we're using. And also poisons you inflict during any flask effect have a 40% chance to deal 100% more damage. So that's pretty strong. And they also give you increased chaos damage and increased effective flasks. And then you also get Nature's Reprisal on the way, which gives you more chaos damage, and chaos skills have a 50% increased area of effect, which would probably help with our Toxic Rain. And then when you kill a poisoned enemy during any flask effect, nearby enemies are also poisoned. So that's pretty insane. And I don't think you get to take all these, you just get to take like maybe one path and then like one secondary, I think. Is because you get like 2 points from this, I think. Yeah, you get 2 Ascendancy skill points, then we'll get 2 and 2. We might get 2 and... we might get 8, I'm not sure. But that's pretty much the only one I could think to go here, because this is like elemental stuff, this is move speed and flasks, which is nice, but not what I'm looking for. And this one's bleeding and projectile stuff. I've done the Deadeye before. I did like it. I think it's changed a bit though. It was fun when I did it though. Oh yeah, yeah, this is definitely for like a different kind of build that we're not doing, so we won't do that. Raider, I've done Raider before as well, so Onslaught's pretty good, Phasing was pretty good, and Frenzy, but we're going to go with the Pathfinder, because I want to do this Toxicist route here. Let's ascend, and we got 2 points, so we can just go straight to Nature's Reprisal, which is pretty strong for what we're doing, I think. And there we go. So we've ascended to the Pathfinder and have a lot more damage on our chaos stuff. Our Toxic Rain should hit a wider area now, I would think, because it is a chaos damage ability. I'm hoping. If not, that's still pretty cool. I didn't mean to put this faster projectiles here. It's kind of goofy. Alright, so what's our next objective? Well, let's go back and see here. Does it tell us what we need in order to do the cruel one? Do we have to do a certain thingamajig? Unknown areas, okay. So we gotta do the other trials and recommended level 55 anyways. So we're just gonna head back to Act 5 and go to, oops, not the slave pens. That's the wrong location. Go to the Overseer's Tower here. Summon our, oh, we have to wait outside. Let's go to the control blocks and then we'll summon our stone golem. There we go. And we got a slave driver here. And let's just start wiping out some enemies. So, yeah, the chaos damage in the area effect does seem to be quite a bit bigger. The poison explosions seem bigger. I think that might be what it was referencing, and possibly the area that the arrows actually fall in. It's pretty nice though. Kind of liking it so far. And the damage, yeah, I feel like is noticeable already. Because I feel like these enemies died fast before, but I feel like they're dying extra fast now. I love this. This is just such a fun setup. I didn't think it would be this fun, but it's quite enjoyable. Because I thought I'd end up changing over to something different at some point. Once I found like a more fun ability, but Toxic Rain's just been great. I don't know if it'll end up being like a super strong ability, but with that virulence bonus, I feel like that's pretty dang strong. And I like how I can just like dump these things over here, and these guys can hardly deal with it at all. They just keep taking tons of damage. The enemies that spawn just get instantly dealt with. It's great. Alright, Yanis. Ooh, +4 transportation. Yeah, sure, let's take that. And let's see, give me a ring with increased rarity, increased mana regen, resistance, and we can unveil it. That's pretty exciting. Alright, what do we got? Dexterity, intelligence, strength, and intelligence, and resistance. Ooh, fire and chaos, and on top of that, I'm going to take all the resistances. And we get rank 1 of that. Oops. Give me that back. Alright, so we probably want to drop that ring. That's not doing us too many favors compared to this one. There we go. That increased rarity is kind of nice, just because you never know when it helps, but sometimes it might. Ooh, we got a fleet reclaimed barracks of balance. Elemental equilibrium for us. Increased monster movement, attack, and cast speed, and increased quantity of items. Let's check it out. Oh, let's get the golem up though. Oops. Oh, I don't have 61 strength anymore, so I can't actually use him. Well, dang. That's kind of a bummer. Guess I need to get some more strength. But for now, we'll just be golemless, I suppose. That's probably okay. Might not be, but we'll see. This is just kind of like a bonus area for loot anyways. And I think our damage and our stuff is a little bit better now anyways. I might need to get more ways to poison guys, because my virulence stacks kind of fall off pretty quickly, I feel like, or I don't know if I stack them as fast anymore. It might still be the same. I might be fine, I might just be losing it. But see, he like appeared and disappeared almost instantly, but maybe the enemies are dying too fast too. Like, maybe I don't have time to get the stacks going. That could also be the case. Like, maybe against this guy he'll last a little bit longer. Yeah, I had the stacks for a little bit. What, another Chaos Orb? Seriously? Wow. That is just insane. And we get Sacrifice at noon. That's pretty good. Another Chaos Orb, Vol Earthquake, Arrow Quiver, some Corrupted Gloves. Let's check those out. And a Corrupted Chest Piece. Another Vol Earthquake. I guess that's it. So back to control blocks. Let's check these out really quick. 8% increased attack speed, and plus the strength, 2 to 17 lightning damage. Shoot. Well, I don't know what Word of Reflection does, but damn. I'm just going to use those, and then I go back to using my golem. That really sucks, but oh well. I'm not sure what Word of Reflection does, but it seems defensive, so I'm not really sure if that's something I really need to worry about. Let's toss that, and we'll hang on to that to sell. Another piece of the puzzle. I don't think we had this piece, so we just need the top right one now, I think. And yeah, alright. I don't know if I need 2 Vol Earthquakes. We might just end up vendoring one. Oh, got stuck on a enemy there. Game kind of warped backwards. Yeah, I don't know if I should be hanging on to like all the Vol Gems. Maybe it's for like making other characters or something. But I don't know. I really don't. I guess I've just never played enough to really amass like a large enough collection to realize what's valuable and what's not. Because there gets to be a point where like, oh my gosh, I have so many of whatever, I know I don't need to get any more of these. What's this? Miasmeter. Return the Miasmeter to Valenta. Okay, I don't quite remember that. Because I have done this act. I think I completed this act before. I might not have. I feel like I have. Oh yeah, they latch onto, those little spore pods latch onto everything there. That's great. Definitely feel like the range has increased on everything. So, feeling pretty powerful now. Just need to get some defenses. Because my offenses feel pretty good, but my defenses are really, really not so amazing. Let's rain down some stuff before we hop down ourselves. Put some more of these down. Bam. Just popping everything. It's great. Oh, some fighting going on over here between some NPCs. Yeah, I might be a bit over leveled from doing that caved spelunking stuff or something, because I'm feeling like way too strong compared to a lot of these enemies. Like, I mean, the labyrinth I was definitely over leveled for, but I'm probably a little bit over leveled for this stuff too, it feels like. Even though I'm taking like a bit of damage, I feel like that's just because my defenses are really lackluster for what level I am. Plus the Tabula Rasa doesn't offer anything except for the 6th link, which is nothing to scoff at, but no stats on it makes it kind of harder to get your defenses rolling. Bam, blew him up. Eyes of Zeal. Gotcha. Alright, just keep on rolling through. That guy was pretty easy. He had a lot of HP it seemed, but took him down. Might have had high chaos resistance too, you never know. Finally got a level up, so we can get closer towards that chaos damage increasing node. And then we probably want to think about hitting some defenses considering what level I am now. So we'll go into Oriath Square. And let's see. We're going here. So we'll get increased chaos damage and increased chaos resistance, which I think are both things I want. And chaos damage can be a little bit one of the harder things to get resistance for and kind of deadly. So if I can double up on getting something that gives me damage and gives me resistance, I feel like that's pretty good. Just a blacksmith strongbox here. I'll just take it down. Almost died to something though. Jeez. Got a quilted jacket. Oh, I guess we're pretty full on stuff. We should probably just sell some things really quickly. So let's just do that. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, can't sell the miasm meter. That would be goofy. Sell that ring too. And yep, there we go. And we gotta hit up the stash really quickly as well. Because we gotta sell all this stuff. And I need that. Yeah, it's not too amazing. Alright. There we go. I think that's just about everything. Increase cast speed with fire skills, not what I'm into. And we get something from her for killing that one guy. I get another Quicksilver Flask or Onslaught. We could probably use the Hallowed. No, I like our Hallowed or our Sacred one. Feels like it's enough right now. Let's just take another Quicksilver. See what we get. And she gives us a passive skill point. Right on. So let's go spend that really quickly. Oops. Let's see, we can get chaos resistance or damage and non-ailment chaos damage over time multiplier. So I think we want that. Because I think that would affect our toxic range damage over time. It charges 3 charges when you take a crit. Moving to ignite during flask effect. Might be good against certain things. Let's stick it in number 3. Number 3 will be handy dandy flasks that we might play with one day, I suppose. Alright, so let's just keep moving. Tons of orbs. Like, I enjoy picking up loot, but I feel like there's some things that could possibly be auto picked up. I don't know. Maybe that's not a good idea. I don't just want to be like absorbing all the loot around me. It'd have to be something like finely tuned, I suppose. Because I don't want to just like be sucking up. Like, I don't want. I'm not. I don't know. I just envision like all the currency orbs like floating and being like sucked up by your character as you run around. It's like, I don't want that. That takes some of the excitement out of it. I suppose that would also take out some of the control you have, the agency over your character and what you do with it, right? Your inventory just gets filled up with that stuff. Too many quality of life improvements takes some of the fun out, or some of the character, I find. I could be wrong though, but that's what I feel like. I like picking up loot, I suppose, but it just feels like when you're trying to really zoom through somewhere. That's one of the things, I guess, like eventually you get to a point where you're finding so many of them you might eventually skip out on some. And I suppose we'll get there, but for now we're not there. Let's take that's the superior one. Those ones are probably worth hanging on to. Ooh, this guy's just whipping all these stones at me while I just stood still there. Thought I had enough time to check out my loot, but apparently not. Oh, man, those guys are scary. I'm just gonna run away. Check out this quest over here. Temple Courts. The Temple Courts. Find High Templar Varius and kill him. That's our new mission. So let's just keep zooming. We'll do a little bit more this episode, see how far we can make it. Maybe we can just zoom through this area and accomplish our mission here. And make that the episode. Ooh. As long as I don't get completely wrecked by everything. Let's ID these boots. Nothing what I'm looking for. Alright, let's just keep going. I guess they're trapper boots, so they're more for people that would use traps, not so much for me, who would just use bows. Oh, I guess I should summon my golem. You know, equipping the gem for it again and not summoning him is kind of pointless. I have a bad habit of doing that. I'm just like, yep, good to go. Ooh, we got a, one of these ghosts here. Tormented thingamajiggers. Got him. Ooh, a sniper bow. Let's ID it, see what's up. Ooh, that's quite a bit of damage. Cold damage, 36 to 112. It's a slight upgrade. Yeah, it's pretty much a slight upgrade. So let's put a blink arrow right there. And equip our slight upgrade of a bow. Be more exciting for a big upgrade, but take what we can get. Hoping to get some more uniques that our character can use, but I mean, we got a tabula at the very start of the game pretty much, so really can't complain. But as we move forward, we might actually just have to start fishing out a 6-link armor and look to replace this thing. Or refusing, speaking of, trying to get things that might help us. Yeah, bone bow's not really what we're looking for. I know it might be better to like take some of the loot back and sell it, but I don't know. I feel like when doing a video for this game, it's better to just take the loot that you want. And you know, we'll get to a point in the game where I probably won't be recording everything for you guys. You know, showing you like every single map or whatever that I do. Maybe just showing you the more exciting things. And then just doing, because there's like a lot of grinding you have to do in this game. And I don't think you guys want to see like 60 episodes of doing like level 10 maps or something. Or maybe just like an episode or 2 of that. I don't know. You guys can let me know if you have a certain kind of preference. Could always think about streaming it or something too. You never know. Alright, so Chamber of Innocence. This must be where the boss could be. We still have to find him. Now it looks like we're going to be zooming around another zone here. So we haven't found him quite yet. He could be in here though. Here we go. We have one of the Immortal Syndicate fortresses. I do like that we still get to do this stuff even while running around in these zones. It really shows that the Syndicate's everywhere. Alright, Leo. Move him to intervention. Yeah, we'll move him to intervention.
Next time you see me, I'll be a new man.
Will you? With a new plan, yeah, that's right. That was kind of an interesting enemy there, that Grave Right. Hadn't seen that before. Wonder if that was related to the Immortal Syndicate or this zone. That thing turned into a giant chasing fireball. Some of the effects in this game are hilarious. Boom. Ooh, a Vol Orb. Nice. Just getting all the cool stuff. Feel pretty fortunate, you know, with my drops in this game right now. I know I was complaining about not getting like another unique for my character or whatever, but oh, it's just a thing. But I've actually gotten quite lucky, so I can't really complain too much. Oh, and there's some coin. That's what I'm talking about. Like, as far as currencies are going, I'm rolling in it. Like, if I was doing trading, I could probably go trade those Chaos Orbs for a little, like, decent starter bow or something like that. But we're gonna hang on to them. We're gonna definitely only think about doing that way lately if we have to. We'll see how it goes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tons of dudes everywhere. That's why it's almost a good idea to just keep some toxic rains going anyways, especially if you can get your Mirage Archer to start just firing them off for you. Because she might sometimes show you where the enemies are located or preemptively attack them so that you don't end up just completely screwed. Got another level up. That feels pretty good. Let's actually just rain down some stuff in this choke point here and go and spend it on some more chaos damage. We almost have the sweet node, which gives us tons more damage and a little bit of resistance too, 8% I think, so I feel pretty strong. I don't know if we'll take the other chaos resistance nodes just because it's like I don't think they really double up as much, so it doesn't feel as worth it to spend a node on like just pure resistance. But like a damage and resistance node, that's another deal. But you want it's kind of like point economy. You want to be valuing every point you spend. Like to get something more valuable by not getting those 2 points kind of deal. Whereas, you know, you just find an item with a little bit more chaos resistance and you would be fine. Which, you know, easier said than done, but that's why this game is awesome. You just keep playing and finding new upgrades. And having a great time. Orb of Alchemy. That's a 4-link D-curve bow. Ooh, that's actually worth thinking about. Let's go ahead and grab that. Just give it some thought. We might just have to downgrade like 2 4-link things or something like that, and mix up what we're doing. We'll see. Looks like there's a red thing on the map. I don't know if that's the boss or I think it's the bonus zone. Yeah, Twisted Inquisitorium of Balance. Not too exciting, just elemental equal the Vitorium and increased items by 10%, which isn't a lot. Oh, and it's full of these guys. Ugh, I don't know about this zone. These guys that like spit things from their chest or whatever are not fun to fight against. Thankfully, that was like one of the only groups of them so far. And we'll see. I mean, they have a tendency to show up in like champion packs and really rain on your parade. Hopefully, we can just find the Vol exit here. See, that was a whole bunch of them right there. Alright, got some archers here. Just gonna keep zooming. We really don't want to spend too much time if we run into a group of those guys. Or chance again. Alright, looks like we're approaching the end possibly here. If the champion's one of those weird guys, that would suck. Oh no, just a regular old person. Got more sacrifice thingies. And Superior Vol Arc, 12% on that. That seems pretty good. And oh yeah, look at that. That's a pretty good armor piece. That is a 5-link with tons of evasion rating, good energy shield, dexterity, intelligence, max health, mana, and cold resistance. It's corrupted, so we can't do anything to it, but I think that's going to be our upgrade from the Tabula Rasa here, because I really feel like I need to be doing that. They're not all green though, so we might have to change what we're doing with our supports, but getting those defenses might be nice right now. We'll think about it, but for now we're just going to keep pushing forward. I'll probably do my changing everything around between episodes, but that's a good find, I feel like, for where we're at right now anyways. Let's ID that helm. Could be good. Nope, not good. Well, not for us. Could be for someone else. Damn, look at that. Just wiped out. Almost just takes one shot against a lot of these groups to just take all their health away, even though they're like champion groups and stuff. Once those vines pop on them and that damage ticks away, just takes them out. It's brutal. Alright, up to the Sanctum of Innocence, and I believe this is the boss. I do remember this boss. I feel like he had 2 phases, or had like a really hard phase. Had some like pretty crazy attacks like that one. Yeah, see, he's like in the middle now. Oh, he's like summoning guys, I guess. Summoning like avatars of purity or something like that. This guy's supposed to be like the purest High Templar or something from the City of Angels. I don't know. Can't quite remember. I just know that he's like one of those way too not so holy guys. And he's down. That was a lot easier than the first time I fought him. Oh wait. Is this the next phase? Yeah, there we go. This is what I was talking about. Alright, so let's just rain on him with tons of death from our toxic rain. He's not taking nice to my damage. He seems to have immunity phases too, so this guy's kind of a major fight. Especially for like so early in this act, it feels like. It's like, huh. It's kind of a big deal, I guess, huh? He even has like his own prayer guards, which are like pseudo-champion enemies. It's like, damn man, you're really making me work for it. And then I gotta fight you after too. And now he's stuck again. Oh yeah, I guess we just gotta keep going through these cycles. Well, good thing Toxic Rain is just absolutely bonkers, and we can just keep spamming it on all these guys. And just keep getting all of our mana back from killing them. It's a great cycle. But damn, they just get wiped out by it. Don't even need to regen because nothing even comes and fights me. And then he goes down. Bam, just like that. Alright, we can talk to Sin, who is just wiped out. Innocence. Alright, so now we get a cutscene here, I think. So let's just go ahead and watch this, because I don't quite remember it. I don't really have any sound right now. I think that's because I turned a lot of my sound settings down. Well, that was it, so there we go. The hand moved. I don't know if I accidentally canceled it, but that's what happened. Okay, so we got to travel back through the Templar courts, and that involves seeing that everything has kind of changed now. We have a guy named Bannon up here. He's like, "What have you done?" And then he, I think he goes back to the place that we were at, and he becomes like a town member, I believe. Yeah, you can see that everything's just gotten kind of screwed up by Innocence being killed, who I guess was possessing the High Justicar or whatever. And yeah, so now everything is just corrupted and on fire and having a really bad time, but there's some reasoning behind all of it, I think. Like, when you talk to Sin, he explains some stuff and tells you some things about what you should be doing and stuff. And I don't quite remember all of it, so... Oh, got a Guff doing his crazy charge here again. And Camaria as well. Alright. Well, for some reason, I think I pressed Alt by accident. There we go. Let's talk to Camaria. +1 rank to transportation members, -1 rank to intervention. We're going to interrogate you for that +5 every turn. Yeah, that seems good. Alright. And should I like toggle something off? Because now I don't have my loot popping up automatically. Let's see. Drop a scarab? Ooh, I want a scarab. I don't know what those are, but I want one. Rusted ambush scarab. Area contains 3 additional strong boxes. Can be used in the Templar laboratories or purple personal map device to add modifiers to a map. Oh, okay, so that's what they're for. They're like map modifying thingers. 3 additional strong boxes. That seems pretty good. Alright, well, let's see if my loot thing will start working again. No, I seem to have hit a keybind that turned everything off there, so I have to hit Alt in between, or intermittently as we adventure through here. I think when we get to the next zone, I'll probably call it an... Oh no, it is working for some reason, so maybe I just toggled something off. I can't see certain things anymore, like chests and stuff. It doesn't just show me that they're existing naturally. Maybe I'm losing it. I don't think I'm losing it, but I might be losing it. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, we get to the next area, and I'll sort everything else out in between the episodes there, and then we'll continue on the adventure. As you can see, everything's getting a little bit turned up in Oriath here. Activi's getting crazy. And what level are we now? 48, so we have 2 more levels to go before we'll be thinking about the next lab, especially since I like to do them a little bit late. We'll see how that goes. Probably wait till I'm more like level 60 or so, depending on what kind of equipment we run into. If we end up getting some super sweet equipment, then maybe we'll do it a little bit earlier to get those sweet ascendancy points and get that master toxicist, I think it was called, which is still, I think, a goofy name. I don't know why it's not called like toxicologist or something like that. Maybe that's something else. Maybe that's like the name of an actual thing. Alright, so here's the ruined square. This is just going to be a lot more battling through enemies, I believe. Yeah, we gotta find the entrance to the ossuary, which might be the next town. I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, Utala, whoever that is talking. There's Kitava, all that kind of stuff. So we'll deal with that next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.